Let's go ahead and look at the biggest trade to happen so far today, and that would be Sean Murphy on the move from Oakland. It is a 3-team trade, 9 players involved. The Braves are getting yet another big catcher. And you take a look at what he's brought to the table, but I mean, he's going to be up beside d'Arnaud. This is not somebody who was lacking a catcher. They're adding even more power.
Yes, when I saw this move, I was initially surprised, but then when you dive deeper into the numbers, when you look at Murphy and the way he frames, framing runs, ranked 6th in the MLB, you know they're getting a quality catcher. But as we saw that clip right there, see why I love his swing. He can really contribute with the bat.
Hey, I am so surprised. Everybody was wondering, hey, where are we going to get a catcher? What teams need a catcher? If you do need a catcher, you're probably going to go to Toronto because they have 3 good ones over there, and there's nowhere else that you're going to get a quality catcher from. But little did they know what the Braves had working in the wings. And I was really surprised when this came across the ticker. You're like, well, why would the Braves make a move like this? You have Contreras. You have d'Arnaud already being dominant figures to where d'Arnaud can catch the majority of the games, Contreras can fill in, but what they're getting in Murphy, they're getting, like you said, I mean, this is talking about a 10-WAR player since 2020. That's second only to Mr. JT Realmuto. So you're getting another really strong defensive catcher. And with Contreras, I was surprised. And what Milwaukee is getting is a great bat. So when you're looking at this deal, I don't know how much better the Braves are getting with this move. The only thing they have going for them is d'Arnaud is going to become a free agent, so maybe you're trying to get Murphy for the long term. But the Brewers are getting William Contreras, who is a big power bat. You're talking about 350-plus at-bats, a guy who hit 20 home runs. So if we can get an opportunity to get this guy more at-bats throughout the season, you can't tell me that he doesn't have the potential to go out there and hit 35 home runs for a team in the Brewers who are really lacking power and average from the catching position.
And that ballpark, too. The ball flies out of that ballpark. So I really like Contreras over there with the Atlanta Braves. I think the Brewers, I would say, are the winners of this trade because the other ones are so, it remains yet to be seen how much of an effect Murphy has. We know he brings a great glove. We like his swing. But Contreras has already proven, you see an all-star last season, hitting tanks left and right from line to line. Yes, he did not play a lot of defense, see-wise, so I'm a little concerned about that. It's Contreras going to be exposed defensively? That remains to be seen, but we know the bat plays.
Or maybe he'll just get the opportunity to go out there and do what he can. But to bring that lineup up, to have that power bat in the middle of the lineup in Milwaukee, that's something that they've been missing so much. Milwaukee, you're always talking about the pitching, talking about the starting pitching has to carry them all the way. But now you bring in a big power bat to sit behind Winker and Tellez and Adames. Like, this is what provides depth for an offense. And you have to have multiple pieces that make pitchers on the other side extremely nervous when they have to face your offense. You can't say, okay, if we get past the 5th hitter, we're fine. You have to continue to make that lineup deeper and deeper as you go. And an addition like this for Milwaukee, I think is huge.
Well, and you can see it. I mean, you guys are going to expect to see a lot of Bernie Bluer heading down the slide after this one comes in, because here's the thing, too. They were kind of hanging their hat, we talked about this earlier, on Victor Caratini in that backstop spot. Now, there's nothing wrong with him, but Contreras has already shown he's taking those moves from his brother, and he's learning how to be a more vocal leader. He learned from some pretty big names already in that Atlanta clubhouse, so he'll be able to take that with him to Milwaukee. They saw that big move with Rowdy Tellez. You start to see the power shift a little bit. It's going to shift even more now that Contreras is there, but this was not without a price. You said it. You think Milwaukee is the winner of this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Oakland got, though, in return from this, because this is a little rough. It depends on who you're asking. They did get the #1 prospect, the lefty, from the Atlanta Braves. You can see all of the moves here. That's Kyle Muller, who was listed as the best for them. They're also receiving Manny Pena in that trade. But overall, the Braves getting Sean Murphy and sending off a bunch. And for the Athletics, you're still kind of left scratching your head. The #1 prospect ranking is always good, but that still means they're unproven.
They're unproven, and that's what you always run into. Anytime you get any type of haul when it comes to prospects, you have to assume of those 4 prospects right there, hopefully 2 of them pan out, because it's not likely that every single guy that you get is going to turn into that star player that you need. But with Murphy being left over there in Oakland, they had to make a move. They're still trying to finish off that overhaul of great players, starting with Olsen. and bringing in a whole bunch of young guys, and hopefully this can be the very beginning of that movement towards putting a winning ball club back on the field.
Sturi Ruiz, by the way, from the Dominican Republic, an outfielder. He's so impressive. Just, I know the numbers. You look at the fact that he hit 16 home runs in the minor leagues, but if you just watched him play, man, I mean, these guys are getting an incredible athlete. And that's what you're kind of banking on. It's like the athleticism is there. It's panning out in the minor leagues. Hopefully it actually translates into the big leagues. But the fact that this guy has got all the tools necessary to succeed, he does. So the Oakland A's could be eventually the winners of this trade, but not yet. That
right, and the winners could be these young players, because sometimes as a young player, you want to come up with an organization that's rebuilding, because when you do get that opportunity, you'll be able to run with it.